Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. The Bachelor Season 29 leading man, Grant Ellis, has a tough decision ahead of him as he heads into his final. But will he pick the right woman after struggling all season? Grant, a now 31-year-old day trader from Newark, New Jersey, began his Bachelor journey with 25 women, and after his hometown dates, he's now narrowed them down to just 3. Juliana Pasquarosa, Licia Guerre, and Zoe McGrady. These 3 women will now have the chance to participate in overnight fantasy suite dates with Grant in the Dominican Republic. Throughout the Bachelor Season 29 so far, Grant has faced some criticism because of his puzzling decisions. From sending home some incredible women early on to unintentionally creating drama by giving certain women more attention than others, Grant has struggled with his Bachelor role. Now that his season is coming to an end, will Grant propose to the right woman for him? The Bachelor Season 29's Grant Ellis' final 3 women have their pros and cons. Grant's final 3 women, Juliana, Licia, and Zoe, all have qualities that make them great partners for Grant. He and Juliana, a 28-year-old client service associate from Newton, Massachusetts, have so much in common, from their lone wolf mentality to the fact that they've both had loved ones who experienced addiction. He had a lovely time meeting her big Italian family during her hometown date, which was exactly the kind of supportive family environment that he's been searching for. However, Juliana has been involved with some of the drama of the season, especially with Carolina Sofia, so it's possible that this might be a turnoff for Grant. Licia, a 31-year-old venture capitalist from Salt Lake City, Utah, was the first woman who Grant told that he was falling for, and they've had a strong connection since premiere night. Grant can really be himself with Licia, and he's even cried to her about his experiences. He even met her mother via FaceTime before their hometown date. However, Licia is of the Mormon faith, and Grant was hesitant about this because he wasn't sure if her family would accept him because he's not. During Licia's hometown date, her family welcomed him with open arms, but it's going to be interesting to see if Licia's religion ends up becoming an issue in their relationship down the line. Grant and Zoe, a 27-year-old tech engineer and model from New York City, have bonded throughout the season, especially when she opened up to him about growing up as a black girl in a predominantly white neighborhood in the South. This brought them closer together because Grant could relate to her. During her hometown date, Grant didn't meet Zoe's parents, but instead her aunt, uncle, sister, and friends, and they really seemed to like him. However, Zoe never received a one-on-one date from Grant during the season, which could be a detriment to their relationship because she simply doesn't seem to be as close to him as Juliana and Licia are. Grant has made many mistakes throughout the Bachelor Season 29. Grant has made many mistakes. He's allowed women such as Zoe and Carolina to dominate his time during group dates, leaving the other women to feel neglected. He also engaged in a very public display of affection when he made out with Carolina in front of the other women during the second group date. In addition, Grant hasn't been careful with his words, as he gave Rose Somk the impression that he was thinking about her while he was dancing with Carolina, which he later denied saying. Grant also unintentionally insulted Licia during the Bachelor Season 29 premiere night, when he told her that she probably didn't get told no a lot because she's so beautiful. During episode 2, Lydia spoke to Grant about this comment, explaining that she gets told no all the time, and that his comment was triggering for her. He quickly apologized for what he said, and she forgave him. However, this was another example of Grant not being careful enough with his words. In addition, Grant has sent home some terrific women, such as his first impression rose recipient and early frontrunner, Alex Godin, fan favorites Chloe Costello and Natalie Phillips, one-on-one date recipient Serafina Watkins, and Dina Lupancu, to whom he said goodbye after her hometown date. Although Grant must have had his reasons for eliminating these fantastic contestants, and choosing Juliana, Licia, and Zoe instead. Hopefully he won't live to regret these decisions, because these were some exceptional women who might have been perfect matches for him. Because Grant has struggled so much as the Bachelor so far, it's easy to imagine that things are only going to become more complicated and challenging for him as he moves forward with his season. So many bachelors have had disastrous fantasy suite weeks. In recent years, Clayton Achard and Zach Shawcross have betrayed their contestants by divulging the intimate details of what happened behind closed doors. Hopefully, Grant won't make the same mistakes, and his fantasy suites will give him the clarity that he needs to make the right decisions. Will Grant make the right decision? The previews for The Bachelor Season 29 have shown Grant completely torn between his final two women during the final. Grant seems not to know which woman he'll pick just moments before the final rose ceremony. Hopefully, this was just played up for dramatic effect, because it would be terrible to think that Grant was that unsure of who he wanted to propose to just moments before getting engaged to either Juliana, Licia, or Zoe. It's also possible that Grant could end up alone. Although this would be very sad and disappointing, his indecision could be a sign that none of these women are exactly right for him, even though they're all wonderful in their own ways. It's also possible that he might choose not to pop the question, but instead leave The Bachelor Season 29 in a relationship with one of the women. Hopefully, this won't happen to Grant, but if he wasn't sure at the very end, then perhaps he didn't get engaged at all. Grant was a fan favorite during Jen Tran's Bachelorette season because he knew exactly what he wanted in life, to be a husband and a father. He even said that it was his mission to achieve these goals. Expectations were high for his season because of this. However, when Grant took on the role of The Bachelor, he became unsure, and he made a lot of mistakes. Hopefully, Grant will make the right decision, but people shouldn't judge him because he's the only one who knows what's really right for him. He can't go wrong if he follows his heart. It'll be beautiful to see him propose to either Juliana, Licia, or Zoe in the end. Grant deserves to live happily ever after with the love of his life. As The Bachelor Season 29 nears its highly anticipated finale, fans are on the edge of their seats, eagerly waiting to see who Grant Ellis will choose. The charismatic 32-year-old entrepreneur has charmed his way into America's heart, but now he faces the most difficult choice of his life. With only two women remaining, fan favorite and Southern Belle, Harper James, and the fiery and passionate Alessandra Russo, Grant's journey to love is reaching a breaking point. The road to the final rose. Grant Ellis' season has been nothing short of dramatic. From the moment he stepped onto the mansion's grounds, the competition was fierce. With 30 beautiful and accomplished women vying for his heart, he navigated heartbreak, betrayals, and unexpected plot twists that even seasoned Bachelor fans didn't see coming. As the weeks progressed, the chemistry between Grant and multiple contestants was undeniable. But the biggest shock of the season came when frontrunner Vanessa Cole voluntarily left the show during hometowns, citing personal reasons. The devastating exit left Grant shaken, but he pressed on, developing deeper connections with Harper and Alessandra. The women who stole his heart. Harper James, a 27-year-old elementary school teacher from Nashville, Tennessee, has been a frontrunner since the beginning. Her sweet and nurturing nature won over both Grant and Bachelor Nation. Fans have adored her genuine connection with Grant, especially during their emotional one-on-one date in Paris. She confessed that she had never been in love before, but felt like Grant was changing that for her. Their love story seemed like something out of a fairy tale until Alessandra entered the picture. Alessandra Russo, a 29-year-old fashion executive from New York City, has brought an entirely different kind of passion to the table. Confident, bold, and fiercely independent, she has challenged Grant in ways no other contestant has. Their fiery chemistry has set screens ablaze, and their dates have been filled with undeniable intensity. However, rumors swirled that Alessandra wasn't truly ready for commitment, leaving some fans skeptical of her intentions. The explosive fantasy suite dates. With the final 2 women left, the infamous fantasy suite dates took place in the breathtaking landscapes of Santorini, Greece. Grant spent a night with each of the women, and Bachelor Nation is still dissecting every detail. Harper's night was filled with deep, heart-to-heart conversations about marriage, children, and her vision for the future. She reassured Grant that she was all in, and the love between them was palpable. Alessandra's night, on the other hand, took an unexpected turn. A heated argument between the 2 revealed cracks in their seemingly perfect chemistry. Sources claim that Alessandra may have hinted at doubts about settling down, sending Grant into an emotional spiral. The unexpected visitor before the final. Just when fans thought they had seen it all, a shocking promo for the final episode teased an unexpected visitor knocking on Grant's hotel room door. Could it be Vanessa Cole returning to confess her true feelings? Or is another eliminated contestant coming back for one last shot at love? The possibilities are endless, and Bachelor Nation is buzzing with theories. Who'll get the final rose? As the finale looms, Grant Ellis stands at a crossroads. Harper is everything he has ever wanted in a life partner, loyal, kind, and ready for commitment. But Alessandra excites him in a way no one else has. Will he choose stability and comfort, or will he follow the fire and passion? One thing is for sure, this will be one of the most unpredictable Bachelor finals in history. Tune in next week to see who captures Grant Ellis' heart once and for all.